What if the ache in your chest isn't her missing you, but the ghost of her control still haunting your soul? Picture this. She's not crying over your late night talks or your love. She's craving the power she once wielded, the way a single text could tilt your world while she walked away, knowing you'd wait. That's not love. It's a game, and you're done playing, ready to shatter the illusion and rise as a man she can't touch. Stay with me, because this is where your rebirth begins. You're replaying those good times, hoping she's regretting her choice, but that's the lie pain whispers. The truth? She doesn't miss you. She misses being your universe. How many times did you bend your values to keep her smile? How often did you trade your peace for her silence? That wasn't a relationship. It was a cycle. A game where love was a carrot and distance a whip. You weren't connected. You were controlled. While you're scrolling old texts, decoding her silence, she's not hurting. She's watching, waiting to see if you'll spiral, if you'll prove she still owns your mind. Every moment you chase closure, she wins, and you lose. But today, that ends. This isn't a pity party. It's your awakening. The moment you stop justifying, over-explaining, or betraying yourself to keep her comfortable. Stoicism hands you a truth sharper than any blade. You can't control her actions, but you can control your response. Her choices don't define you. Your reaction does. Let the pain become your teacher, heartbreak your fuel, silence your weapon. From now on, you're not living to be chosen. You're becoming unforgettable, not by begging, but by walking away when you saw the game for what it was. Can you feel the power in that shift? If you're done hoping she'll return, if you're ready to become a man even she wouldn't recognize, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I release what I cannot control. Number 1. You were never loved. You were controlled. Let's tear off the blindfold. What you called love was manipulation wrapped in sweet words. It looked like care, felt like connection, but it was control in disguise. Her compliments? Calculated. Her affection? Conditional, with strings attached. Every "I miss you" came with an agenda. She didn't love you for you. She loved what you gave. Attention, loyalty, obedience. You became a mirror for her ego, reflecting her worth. When you stopped reflecting, she pulled away. You think it ended because you changed? No, it ended because you started to see the truth, the double standards, the disrespect she demanded you forgive, while your slightest misstep sparked war. You became harder to control, and her interest faded. That wasn't heartbreak. It was her losing her grip. Does that sting? Good. It's the truth waking you up. Stoicism draws a line in the sand. Her behavior, her emotions, not your burden, your awareness, your reaction. That's your kingdom. You don't rebuild by winning her back. You rebuild by facing reality with unflinching clarity. Love doesn't manipulate. It liberates. You weren't loved. You were leashed. And now you're breaking free. Your silence isn't weakness. It's a declaration that her control ends here. You're not chasing her approval. You're reclaiming your power, building a man who doesn't bend for anyone. If you're ready to see the game and walk away, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I was controlled, but now I'm free. You've broken free from her control, haven't you? By seeing her manipulation for what it was, you've started to reclaim your power. Now, let's solidify that freedom. Let's face the pain, cut her hold, and rise stronger. Picture yourself as a warrior, standing unshaken in the storm of heartbreak, forging a new self from the ashes of illusion, ready to let pain teach you and starve her ego. Let's dive into the journey. Real love is a gift, not a leash. Stop agonizing over why she stopped loving you. Start questioning why you endured her control. Once you see the truth, it's undeniable, and you stop chasing those who thrived on your weakness. You weren't cherished. You were used, manipulated by someone who fed off your need to please. If you're done confusing control with love, if you're ready to cut the strings of her emotional puppetry, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I was never owned. I was only used. Number 2, pain is the price of clarity. Don't dodge the pain. Embrace it. Sit in its rawness. Study it like a masterclass in truth. Pain, when faced boldly, is a brutal but honest teacher, peeling away the lies you believed. Most men numb it with alcohol, endless scrolling, or quick rebounds, desperate to escape the silence. But silence is where clarity lives. You're not shattered. You're being stripped of illusions, shown what was never real. Every tear, every sleepless night, every haunting what if is your mind detoxing from her spell. This pain isn't punishment. It's the cost of seeing with clear eyes. Let those memories flood in, but don't cling to them. Interrogate them. Was that love, or was it codependency masquerading as devotion? Passion or manipulation cloaked in fleeting attention? You're hurting not just because she's gone, you because your identity was tethered to someone who never truly saw you. You were addicted to being needed, not to her. Stoicism demands you detach from what's beyond your control, her validation, her presence. This is the crucible, the breaking, but also the forging of a man sharper, colder, wiser. No power comes without pain, no clarity without ruin. Can you embrace the fire? If you're done numbing the truth and ready to let pain shape you, hit that like button, turn on notifications, subscribe, and comment below. My clarity was forged in pain. Number 3, her ego is starving, not her heart. You picture her missing you, torn apart, regretting her choices. But let's face reality. If she valued you, you wouldn't have been treated like a fallback. She doesn't miss your love. She craves your attention, your energy, your reactions. Her ego is starving, not her heart. She doesn't want you back. She wants to know she still has a grip, that an "I miss you" text could pull you back into her orbit. That's not love. It's a power play, a test to see if she still owns your emotions. If you take the bait, she knows she's still in control. A stoic man sees through her game, standing firm against her provocations. When you deny her access to your energy, her ego panics, not over lost love, but lost power over a man who once danced to her moods. Let her ego starve. Let her confront the emptiness she tried to fill with your validation. You owe her nothing, no closure, no responses, just your peace. If it was real, it wouldn't have ended in manipulation and silence. She misses the mirror you held, reflecting her power, not the man you are. Shatter that mirror, build a fortress, and keep moving forward. If you're done being her ego's fuel, hit that like button, turn on notifications, subscribe, and comment below. Her ego no longer feeds on me. Number 4. Emotion was her weapon. You were her target. She didn't need to scream or threaten. Her silence was enough. A cold shoulder, a distant text, a sudden withdrawal, and you crumbled, over-apologizing, chasing her approval. That was her game. Her weapon wasn't words. It was your fear of her disconnection. She trained you, without ever saying it, to dread her silence, to bend over backward to restore her warmth. Your emotions were her battlefield, and you were the target, manipulated by the smallest shift in her mood. A Stoic man rewrites this script, refusing to let her emotional games dictate his peace. You're not here to chase shadows or beg for scraps of affection. You're here to build a life so grounded that her silence becomes irrelevant. If you're ready to disarm her weapon and reclaim your emotional sovereignty, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My emotions are mine to command. You've faced the pain and seen her ego's hunger, haven't you? By refusing to feed her control, you've started to break free. Now, let's fortify that strength. Let's become a man so grounded that her games can't touch you. Picture yourself as a mountain, unmoved by her storms, standing tall with quiet power. Ready to master your emotions and become magnetic? Let's dive in. What you thought was love was psychological warfare, waged with silent precision. Every time you bared your heart, she twisted it, called you too sensitive, overreacting, making mountains out of molehills. That wasn't feedback. It was gaslighting, designed to keep you unsteady, doubting your gut, questioning your reality. When you're off balance, you're easier to control, easier to shape. She didn't win you with love. She kept you with slivers of hope, just enough to keep you tethered. A Stoic man doesn't fall for emotional swings. He observes, feels, but never acts blindly. He doesn't beg for communication or crumble under silence. He builds a core so strong, so centered, that no manipulation, no push-pull, no quiet cruelty can shake him. You were her target once. Now you're a fortress, unyielding and untouchable. If you're done being emotionally hijacked, if you're ready to never fold to her silence again, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I master my emotions, they don't master me. Number 5. Attraction dies where desperation lives. She didn't leave because you weren't enough. She left because she sensed your need. Nothing kills attraction faster than desperation. You were too available, too eager, too quick to prove your worth to someone who gave you crumbs in return. You thought love meant being all in, always there, but she craved polarity, tension, mystery. When she felt your world revolved around her, she lost interest. There was nothing left to chase. Desperation repels. It screams weakness. Every double text, every plea for clarity, every unearned apology to dodge her cold shoulder handed her your power. You gave her everything, and she offered scraps, yet you stayed. That wasn't love. It was self-abandonment. A Stoic man flips the script. He doesn't chase or plead. He knows his value isn't tied to her approval. Attraction thrives in space, not suffocation. When you detach and live for yourself, you don't need her to choose you. She'll either see your worth or someone else will. This time, you won't wait. Can you feel the freedom in that? If you're done pouring your soul into someone who couldn't see it, if you're ready to never beg to be kept, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. Desperation dies, I rise. Number 6. Detachment is magnetic. When you stop chasing, the world shifts. No more texting first, no more checking her stories, no more waiting for her fleeting attention. Suddenly, she feels your absence, the silence, the void where your energy once was. That absence roars louder than any words you could have said. Detachment isn't spite, it's self-respect. And that's why it's magnetic. People don't value what's always there. They crave what's gone. When you pull back, not to play games, but to honor your worth, you become rare, untouchable. You're not hard to get. You're hard to affect, unmoved by her chaos. Stoicism means feeling the pain, but refusing to let it steer you. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means your peace outshines her drama. Your silence is your message, your growth, your revenge. When she sees you thriving, not out of bitterness but clarity, regret creeps in. But by then, the man who'd have taken her back is gone, replaced by one who walks with quiet power. If you're done being emotionally available to those who saw you as a backup, if you're ready to radiate unshakable strength, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My detachment is my dominance. You've embraced detachment's pull, haven't you? By letting go of desperation, you've sparked a shift she can't ignore. Now, let's lock in that power. Let's guard your energy and rise beyond her reach. Picture yourself as a sentinel, standing watch over your focus, unshaken by her games, ready to reclaim your attention and become untouchable. Let's dive in. Number 7. Your attention was her addiction. It wasn't your love she craved. It was your gaze, the constant stream of validation that fed her ego. Every story you viewed first, every text you sent, was a hit of dopamine, proof she mattered. You were her emotional ATM, dispensing focus whenever her self-worth dipped. She wasn't in love with you. She was hooked on being seen, needed, adored. But when you pulled your attention back, she felt the withdrawal, panic, confusion, a void where her supply once flowed. Most don't miss you. They miss how you made them feel. Your attention was her mirror, reflecting her importance. Without it, she's left staring at the emptiness she tried to fill with your devotion. A stoic man guards his attention like gold, giving it only to those who've earned it, not tossing it at those who beg. When you focus with purpose, you reclaim your power, shifting from her fix to her loss. Let her wonder why your replies stopped, why her messages echo unanswered. She thought your attention was hers forever. She was wrong. It was a gift, now revoked. Can you feel the strength in that? If you're done handing out your energy like a lifeline, if you're ready to control where your focus flows, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. My attention is earned, not assumed. Number 8. Become unreachable, not unavailable. Silence isn't weakness, it's elevation. Don't confuse stepping back with hiding. You're not unavailable. You're unreachable, and that's a world apart. Unavailable is passive, a retreat, a dodge. Unreachable is power, a rise so high in mindset, standards, and discipline that she can't touch you, not because you blocked her, but because you've outgrown her. she might circle back, not with love, but curiosity, testing with a subtle text, a story view, fishing for a reaction. She's probing. Does she still have pull? Can she spark a response? But when she meets your cold, unshaken silence, she's locked out, not by force, but by your evolution. A stoic man doesn't vanish into isolation. He builds in quiet, leveling up while the world wonders. Your distance isn't a sulk, it's a declaration. Let her reach for the man who chased, who begged, who over-explained. He's gone, replaced by one who doesn't flinch at her return. You're not just out of reach, you're above her games, untouchable by drama or manipulation. If you're done being accessible to those who disrespected your worth, if you're ready to soar beyond their grasp, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I've outgrown what once distracted me. You've risen out of her reach, haven't you? By guarding your attention and becoming unreachable, you've claimed a power she can't touch. Now, let's seal that transformation. Let your silence spark her regret and evolve into a man she can't fathom. Picture yourself as a phoenix, reborn from the ashes of her control, soaring beyond her grasp. Ready to let regret haunt her and become unshakable? Let's dive in. Number 9. Let her regret in silence. You don't need to shout that you're done. No grand exit, no final text, no drawn-out closure talk. Let your silence do the talking. Let her feel the weight of your absence, the void where your reactions once were. Why waste words when silence cuts deeper? She expected you to wait, to beg, to break under her indifference. But when you gave her nothing, no anger, no pleas, no emotion, she felt something unexpected: regret. A stoic man doesn't broadcast his growth. He lets his results roar. While she scours your profile, searching for signs, you're still stuck. You're rising, building, healing, thriving, not to prove her wrong, but to prove yourself right. Her regret isn't your burden. You've carried enough of her chaos. Every response to her games reopens a door you've locked. A man who chooses peace over closure walks past locked doors without a glance. Your silence is sacred, brimming with discipline, growth, and power. Guard it fiercely. If you're done offering closure to those who disrespected your worth, if you're ready to let silence outshine revenge, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I let regret echo where I once gave my voice. Number 10. Be so stoic. She doesn't recognize you. She'll come back, not always in person, but in curiosity. A glance at your page, a question to a friend, a subtle watch from afar. But she won't know you. The man she controlled, who crumbled at her silence, who begged for her love, he's gone. In his place stands a man who doesn't chase, doesn't flinch, doesn't fold. A man so calm, so anchored in purpose, her games slide off him like water off stone. That's your stoic rebirth. She remembers the you who needed her, who deemed his light for her approval, who lost himself to keep her. Now, you walk with unshakable clarity, speak with quiet strength, move with intention, not for her, but for you. The goal wasn't her regret. It was becoming a man even she can't reach. Stop asking, why did she leave? And ask, who do I become now? You don't just level up, you evolve. The truest revenge isn't her jealousy. It's being so stoic, so grounded, she wouldn't know how to approach you. If you're done shaping yourself for others' comfort, if you're ready to be the man you were meant to be, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I've become unrecognizable by design. You've walked through fire, silence, doubt, pain, and emerged sharper, wiser, untouchable. You saw the truth. She didn't miss you. She missed her control. But that control is dead because you awoke. You reclaimed your energy, stopped giving power to someone who valued you only when it suited her. The man who chased, begged, doubted his worth, he's buried. In his place is a man not just healed, but unbreakable. Stoicism isn't about numbing emotions. It's about mastering them, crafting a mind so still, so sharp, chaos can't pierce it. You're not waiting for closure. You are the closure. You don't seek validation. You carry it. When she scrolls your feed, replays your old responses, realizes she can't trigger you, don't waver. Stay steady. Stay focused. The greatest power is walking away without looking back. If you're done chasing those loyal only to their control, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and comment below. I don't chase, I become. This is your Stoic blessing. See you in the next one.